The league phase of the Champions League comes to an end tonight, and all 6 English sides could end up booking their immediate passage to the last 16. All 36 teams in the competition will be involved in a blockbuster evening, with each of the games kicking off at 8 p.m. Sign up for the Arsenal newsletter. Thank you. Bukayo Saka and Arsenal already know that they will be involved in the last 16. Credit, Getty. Mo Salah will spearhead Liverpool through with a win against QarabagCredit, Shutterstock Editorial. Arsenal are going into their meeting with Kazakh minnows Kairat Almaty knowing that they are already through without having to go into the playoffs. The Gunners maintained their 100% winning record with their victory at Inter Milan last week, and they have qualified for the last 16 alongside Bayern Munich. Liverpool already have 15 points on the board ahead of their showdown with Qarabag. And a win for Arne Slot's side would be enough to ensure they join Premier League rivals Arsenal in the last 16. Read more on football. But after a 4-1 defeat to PSV Eindhoven had a big impact on their goal difference, a draw might not be enough to avoid the playoff round. Tottenham have a golden opportunity to turn their faltering season around. If they beat Eintracht Frankfurt, who have already fallen out of contention to extend their Champions League campaign, they are certain to finish in the top 8. Thomas Frank's side overcame 10-man Borussia Dortmund to make sure they went into the final matchday with their fate in their own hands. Most read in Champions League. Best free bets and betting sign-up offers. But 8 teams are only a point behind Spurs, so a draw or defeat could leave them facing a playoff clash. Newcastle have a daunting trip to defending champions Paris Saint-Germain tonight. Both sides are locked on 13 points and the winner will book their spot in the last 16. But a draw could see them drop out of the top 8 and the losers would be primed to fall into the playoff positions. Chelsea appear to be in a strong position, but they are still not certain of a place in the last 16 even if they beat former Stamford Bridge chief Antonio Conte and his Napoli side. Tottenham are in a strong position. Credit, Getty. Newcastle striker Nick Woltemade is facing a daunting trip to PSG. Credit, PA. The Blues are one of the sides on 13 points, so it could all come down to goal difference. That made the slender win over Paphos on the last Champions League matchday even more frustrating for boss Liam Rossinier. If Chelsea lose or draw, it is likely that they will have to make do with a playoff berth. Recommended stories. Manchester City did not do themselves any favours when they fell to a shock defeat against Bodo Glimt last week. They already have a playoff spot at minimum, but their goal difference means they have a good chance of breaking into the top 8 if they bag 3 points at home to Galatasaray. Cole Palmer is looking to steer Chelsea past Napoli. Credit, Getty. Manchester City marksman Erling Haaland is preparing to take on Galatasaray. Credit, Getty. Comments.